You know, I almost feel bad for Ocasio-Cortez. I think she's got crazy ideas. I think she doesn't know what she's talking about half the time. I think she's snooty, but she's trying to go up against not only the Democrats, but the Republicans. And now what we're seeing is so this story from the Daily Caller, ethics group to file House complaint on Ocasio-Cortez's Twitter use. Not only is she trying, so first, let me say this. She is a governor or somehow controlling actor within Justice Democrats, which is trying to get rid of moderate Democrats. That naturally is going to make you some enemies. Democrats are pushing back. Apparently, they want to eliminate her district. They might try to primary her and get rid of her, but she's the most prominent Democrat right now as far as I can tell. She also has the conservatives who are going after her too because her ideas are they're crazy. So there's a bunch of things going on. First, she's being accused now of her Twitter and Instagram use being a violation of ethics. We have the fact that she never disclosed to the FEC that she was a governor of the Justice Democrats PAC, which is potentially a violation. Even going so far with the allegations of a slush fund that her aide, her chief of staff set up, Saikat Chakrabarti, nearly $1 million being shuffled around in weird ways. Even former experts working with the FEC are saying this is weird. The point I'm trying to make right now, before we read into this, Ocasio-Cortez has decided to take on literally the entire political establishment. I can respect that. 100%. I don't like these people. But you have to recognize, when you go up against literally everyone will be trying to take you down. And you've got conservative groups, and you've got ethics groups trying to take her out based on ethics violations. And look, if she committed ethics violations, she should get in trouble for them. And the Democrats don't want her. I mean, the Democrats are at war with her. She's screwing with the party from, internal politics, targeting moderate Democrats. Here we go. This is war. Let's see what happened. A Washington, D.C.-based ethics group is claiming that New York Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's social media usage violates House ethics rules against using taxpayer resources for political purposes. Her political Instagram account contains direct links to her House Instagram account and includes a link for political contributions, alongside posts of official video footage on the House floor. According to a complaint, Foundation for Accountability and Civic Trust, FACT, plans to file Thursday with the Office of Congressional Ethics. The group claims these actions violate House ethics rules. In a way, it's a straightforward complaint, Kendra Arnold, executive director of FACT, told the Daily Caller News Foundation. Broadly speaking, the rules clearly define that politics and government works cannot overlap. There are reasons for that, mostly because we don't want our taxpayer dollars going towards campaigns. FACT is a nonprofit group whose past president was Matthew Whitaker, an attorney who served as President Donald Trump's acting attorney general in 2018 and 2019. One is influencing the other, Arnold said, referring to what she believes is the New York Democrats' penchant for using Twitter as a form of cross-promotion. Once we elect, you cannot use whatever the government provides you for political purposes. Part of the issue is one violation stacked on another. House ethics rules forbid lawmakers from using resources like House video for political purposes, the complaint notes. House ethics rules prohibit a member from posting a link to her official social media site on a campaign social media site. She solicited donations on the page that used official House video footage, according to FACT. This is not the first ethical complaint Ocasio-Cortez has had this week. She denied. So I'll actually just pull up the story here. So there's an FEC complaint from the National Legal and Policy Center, a conservative watchdog, accusing Ocasio-Cortez and Chakrabarti, her chief of staff, of illegally funneling money between PACs and private companies. Essentially, you've got people saying, let me back up. What they wanted to do, according to Chakrabarti, with their LLCs, they've got two of them apparently, and two political action committees, is provide a one-stop shop for a ton of different progressives. So all of these different progressives would use like a similar address and hire a similar company to run their campaigns. Critics said, why have the money go to a political action committee, then pay out? So basically what's happening is the political action committee is working for the campaigns, but then paying an LLC to provide resources. I guess the complaint is that, why are you doing this? All that does is allow them, provide them a shield to not have to report where they're spending money, because they should have to. In my opinion, I'm not an expert on this, but I kind of question the fact that they're paying an LLC for these services instead of just having a normal business do it one-on-one. It sounds weird. It sounds like they're trying to take donations to a PAC and run them through an LLC so that they don't have to report what they're spending money on, and they can break the limits on what they're allowed to spend money on. In my opinion, it's shady. But to be fair, there have been people who are proponents saying they're trying something entirely new. It's all in the up and up. He's trying to provide a service to all these different people, and that's why it's structured that way. I kind of don't see it that way, but again, I'm not an expert, and here's the problem. The main reason I'm leaning towards she probably broke some rules. She's one of the governors of a PAC. Let me see if I have this story pulled up. If they have it, they don't have it in here, but she is listed as a governor of Justice Democrats, and I wonder then, she's an active House member who's also on the board of a PAC that supported her campaign and others, and at some point, it's just a swamp. It's this, I really, really hate our political system. I don't see Ocasio-Cortez doing right to be transparent. I don't see her doing right to try and drain this swampish behavior. She's just rolling around in it like everybody else. That and her ideas are insane. A Green New Deal makes sense. A straight-up Green New Deal makes sense. And that's why so many people have been in favor of it, because the idea is simple. Government investment into technology and infrastructure. That's it. And a huge program. What do we want to do? We want to rebuild infrastructure. We want to invent new technologies. We want to dump a ton of money into grants. We want to incentivize certain technological development and research. All these are good things. You ever play Civilization? I always dump my government resources into the science sector. I get it. There are challenges that come with it, with like private sector overhaul. I disagree with a lot of that, but we have to figure out I think environmentalism is good. The main problem is it's a socialist manifesto. The whole thing is like, we're going to give money to people unwilling to work. They got rid of that and said, oops. They were talking about everyone getting college, everyone getting a job, everyone getting healthcare, and it's like, dude, that is not environmentalism. So let's break it down. She's got crazy ideas, ridiculous identitarianism. I swear to God, the left is just rife with identitarianism. And then she's doing these things, these ethics violations. So should she be defended? In my opinion, hell no. But and I'm going to say this too. This goes for any other politician. She is not special in this regard. You want to run a story about other politicians doing these things too? Absolutely. But I'll tell you what. There's a reason why she gets more press than everyone else. It's because she is they call her the new face. The Democrats paraded her around in 2017 or whatever when she won the primary. They started flying her out and having her campaign for people. She wasn't that she got famous after she won her primary. People started talking about her, and that was kind of slowly died down. But she's repeatedly said ridiculous things, which have been ammo for conservatives. She's repeatedly pushed nonsensical ideas and ruined deals like the Amazon deal, so she keeps getting attention for this. In response to that, you're going to see a wave of press targeting her, ethics committees digging into her finances, digging into her activities, and now she is high profile and they want to take her down. It's not just about her doing things wrong and being, having dumb ideas. It's also about the fact that it's in most instances, I think it really is easy in a lot of ways to run afoul of ethics in politics, especially if no one gave you like a packet saying, read this, here's what you can or can't do. I'm not going to assume she does or doesn't know. I'm just going to say, if these complaints are accurate, she violated the rules, potentially even the laws, and she shouldn't be doing it, period. More importantly, she's going after Republicans and Democrats, to reiterate. And what does that mean? You are staring down the barrel of the establishment, and you're going to have Democrats. Look what happens with Ilhan Omar when she starts speaking out about Israel. Democrats and Republicans come together and say, hell no, they won't allow it. Now, on that front, I think she has a right to say what she wants. Censure is wrong. But it's crazy to me that everyone's acting like her being asked to apologize is somehow a violation of her free speech. Oh, please. If most people think you're wrong. So what do we have here? We have this new sect of far-left identitarian politicians, and they are facing opposition across the board. The people that I know who support Cortez and support Ilhan Omar and Rashida, they didn't used to be identitarians, and that's what's truly terrifying. It is a freakish, dogmatic cult where they think your value is your skin color, and these are the things they campaign on. And they graze anti-Semitism. The way I described it was, I think it's fair to point out Ilhan Omar's statements, they're not overly anti-Semitic. what I call is like crop dusting. She gets as close as she can. So we'll just go over one more issue here real quick. She denied it, and it was a really, really quick thing, so I don't want to get too much into it, but facing accusations and a complaint from the National Legal Policy Center over illegally funneling money between political action committees, she was asked, they say, where's the name of the person? Okay, so Fox News. There is no violation, she said. Fox also asked Ocasio-Cortez if she is connected to dark money, to which she replied, no. I'm going to have to say that's not true. You know, whatever her intention was on, with Saket Chakrabarty and the LLC and the PACs, whatever their intention was, they did funnel money from the PAC to the LLC, according to these stories, and then we don't know where that money went. So again, your intentions could be good. You might claim it's not dark money. I can't see what you're doing with it. I'm going to go ahead and say it is. But you know what? We'll leave it there. Main thesis, main point on all of this. Another ethics violation is coming because of her use of social media. This is not going to stop. They're going to dig through her history. They're going to find everything. They're going to nitpick because she is challenging the machine. In that respect, I can sympathize because I don't like the machine either. I don't like I don't like the mainstream corporatist Democrats or the Republicans. I'm very much always been more of like, Bernie Sanders kind of guy, although I've not, he's done some things recently, but you know where I am on this. I don't like the corporatist machine, the international interventionism, but Cortez is certainly not the solution to those problems. So anyway, we'll leave it there. Stick around. More videos to come. Next video at 1 p.m. I will see you then.